Hi, it's Photo Tristan, and in this video I'm taking a first look at the Apple iPhone 6. And I have to say right off the bat that I'm pretty sure I made the right decision in terms of getting the 6 over the 6 Plus. This just fits really nicely in the hand. Also, you can reach all the icons with one hand, and it just doesn't feel too big at all, although it is a nice size upgrade from the iPhone 5 that I had previously. But yeah, it's not too big. And so the form factor on this is really quite nice. It's quite thin and light and all that kind of stuff, and it still fits in a jeans pocket fairly well as a shirt pocket. Let me go ahead and show you what it comes with in the box. This is the box here. And if I open the box, you get your standard little tab that you pull there, and then it's basically a little envelope. Right here, it's just basically a quick start guide, which is one card, and then you've got your warranty information and 2 Apple stickers. Also, the phone came in a manufacturing protection plastic, and so also you get all this. You get the Apple EarPods, I think they're called, Apple earbuds, your AC adapter charger, as well as a lightning cable. One of the things that's nicer about having a taller screen than the iPhone 5 or 5S is that you can have more rows of icons. So you have 6 rows of icons here, as you can see. Prior to that, it was just 5 rows. And if I go to the same sort of screen on my iPhone 5 here, which I still have, you can kind of see the difference there. So the icon sizes are about the same, the way that I have the iPhone 6 set up, but you have another row of icons there, so you can fit a lot more stuff on the screen. Now, if you want, you can actually zoom in on the iPhone 6 by going to Settings and then going to Display and Brightness, and you can change the view. Right now it's on Standard, but I can put it on Zoomed, and as you can see, it gives you a little preview of what you'll see if you put it on Zoomed. It basically will just zoom in everything so it's a little bit bigger. So if your eyes are a little bit bad or you just want things a little bit bigger, you can certainly put it on a zoomed mode to have everything a little bit bigger than on prior iPhones if you want. I tend to like the standard mode because it just gives you more on the screen at the same time. The other thing is this also has a feature where if you double tap on the home button or the Touch ID button, things will move down, so you can access things on the top of your screen that way a little bit easier, and the iPhone 6 Plus has that as well. Also new to me anyway is the Touch ID feature, which my iPhone 5 doesn't have, but the iPhone 5S did have. So in comparing the two sizes, let's compare them side by side here. On the right you've got the iPhone 6, and on the left you've got the iPhone 5, which is the same size as the iPhone 5S, and as you can see, the iPhone 6 is still, pretty substantially larger than the iPhone 5 and 5S. Closer, trying to line these up relatively next to each other, and you can kind of see the size differences there in terms of the screen and the form factor of each. But they both fit quite nicely in the hand, and like I said, I'm pretty glad that I got the 6 as opposed to the 6 Plus, just because I think for me, the 6 Plus is a little bit too large, whereas the 6 just seems just right, in terms of the size that you want a phone. Another thing that's really nice is when you're swiping, whether you're in an app or on the home screen, it just feels really nice. You don't feel an edge right here because the screen is actually slanted. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the actual glass slants down towards the back of the case here, so you don't feel any edge, whereas on the old phone, you did feel that as you were swiping. As I was going like this, I would actually feel an edge right here, as I swipe. Whereas on this one, you don't feel that edge, so that's a definite improvement on that front. There isn't a whole lot of difference in terms of where things are. You'll probably be used to where everything is. Here you've got the speaker here, you've got your lightning port right there, you've got a little microphone right there for when you're using the phone. It also has noise cancellation, as prior iPhones did. And then here's your headphone jack on the bottom. You've got your volume up and down buttons right here, and then your silent mode and silent mode off switch here. They did improve the vibration sort of motor or mechanism inside, so it's a much better and more efficient vibration. And then on the back, you've got the camera. One thing to note is the camera does protrude, and I don't know if I can show that in this video. It's not 100% flush with the back of the case. Maybe you can kind of see it protruding there. So that just means if you put it down flat on a table and kind of rock it back and forth, it will rock a little bit. Now, that doesn't mean that your iPhone 6 or 6 Plus is bent or anything like that. It just means that, you know, it's sort of resting on the camera lens that protrudes when you put it down on the table. So that's normal. Another difference that you'll notice is on the top, there's no buttons. Before, you used to have the, you know, sleep awake button or the power button right here. Well, they've actually moved that to the side. And it does take a little getting used to at first, but I actually like it because when you're holding the phone, you know, you can turn it on and off very easily like that without having to go like that. And that's because the phone is a bit taller, so it would be more of a stretch, you know, for your finger to reach all the way up here. It just feels a lot more ergonomic and natural just to have it here. You know, if you're holding the phone and you want to glance down and look at the time or something, you can just click that with your finger here, and it's very easy to do that. So that really makes sense. All in all, the general feeling of this iPhone 6 is quite a nice one. It leaves a very good impression. It feels quite light in the hand, which is really nice, and it feels very high quality in terms of, you know, the bent glass and the back metal. And I don't have a case for this or anything like that yet, and I may not even use this with a case. I'm sort of undecided on that so far. One thing, it does feel a little bit more fragile than the iPhone 5 and 5S. You know, I do feel like if I force it enough, I could bend this if I really try really hard. Obviously, the 6 Plus will be more easily bendable because it has more surface area to grab onto and it's bigger. But, you know, if I contrast that to the iPhone 5, the iPhone 5 just felt a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more rugged, to me anyway. Maybe that's just because it's thicker and heavier. You know, that probably has a lot to do with it, whereas the iPhone 6 is just a lot lighter. But it just feels a little bit more fragile to me. Whereas the iPhone 6 is a little bit bigger in terms of the overall dimensions, but yet thinner. So in some ways, it feels a little bit more fragile to me and something that I would want to be a little bit more careful with, I think. That really is just a minor issue as far as I'm concerned. I still definitely really like the form factor and overall feel of the iPhone 6 quite a bit. It's a definite improvement. Siri, launch the camera app. So I just put this on the front camera and you can actually see me as I talk into my microphone and film this. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, if you have any questions or comments or anything to add, please feel free to leave them. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and useful, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.